I don't know what makes me do the things I do by Suze. And I don't know what makes me wanna be with you. All I know is I'm just trying to be me, baby. Something, nothing, something. So I gotta pop bottles with the models in the club. I gotta hit the streets when the streets showing love. I gotta keep it gutter, I was raised with the thugs. Flash a couple dollars in the club, throw it up. I don't know what makes me do the things I do by Suze. And I don't know what makes me wanna be with you. All I know is I'm just trying to be me, baby. Something, nothing, something.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audience.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, these are weaponized. You have social statisticians and scientists and researchers and people in lab coats, literally best minds of our generation, figuring out how to addict you to the news.
Yes.
And if you fall for it, if you get addicted, your brain will get destroyed. And I think this is the modern struggle. Look at how it happens. Social media, they've massaged all the mechanisms to addict you, like a Skinner's pigeon or a rat. Video games, another way to addict people. So you have entire large factories of people that are working to addict you to these things, and you stand alone. So the modern struggle as an individual is learning how to resist these things in the first place, drawing your own boundaries, and there's no one there to help you.
Eastside salute to you and yours. Another Thursday, another tantalizing Thursday, coming live straight out of Detroit, and got my main man Mr. Peen on the side of me coming down there in them southern parts, and got my guy YB in the house. You know what I'm saying? Another Thursday, and as I say always, it seems like it comes fast. I want to give my Eastside salute to SG in the building, the hardest working podcast engineer to do this podcasting shit. You hear what I'm saying? And I say it like that every week.
That's still up for debate.
Is in the building. AM Gaming, Eastside salute to you, sir. It's in the building.
AM Gaming,
you know, Take Gunna is in the building. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? Cuzzo, you in there early. Eastside salute to Cuzzo being in there. Shonda is in the building. Boy, look at the chat.
What up? What up?
Y'all is in there. Hey, baby, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? Eastside salute. I want to give kisses to my wife and keep being impressive. I love you always. And as we do, I go to my main man, Mr. King. And how was your week? Lynette, Eastside salute.
My week was good, man. No complaints. I feel like they all kind of go by in a blur, or not really in a blur, kind of smooth, kind of relaxed, since I'm still, back at the house rehabbing my knee. Interestingly, I went in for my 6-week checkup today. I was on my crutches and my doctor told me, put those away. I don't want to see you on crutches no more. I want you to start walking on that thing. I'm like, okay, for sure. I had already been doing that a little bit on my own, attempting to strengthen it up. So now they're telling me to move on to the next step. So that's been good for me. Really just been working and building with my wife. I think it was a week or two ago for me, I did my insurance license. She just did hers last week. So we really just building, focusing on the business and, kids back in school. So just going through the week, doing what we do. No complaints, man. No complaints whatsoever. Just looking forward to the next day, So, yeah, my week has been real good, man. No complaints.
Yes, indeed. And that's from my main man, Mr. Payne. Then we're going to slide down to my main man, YB. How was your week?
Why, Bizzle?
Well, the week been going pretty good. Just want to say a side note, we still out on the survey if SG the hardest working podcaster. We still taking votes on that. We still don't know if that's true or not. Been meditating. I say in my prayers a little.
Uh-oh. Did it get muted or is the internet going crazy again?
Oh no, he just done pissed off our engineer. That's all.
Okay.
She don't want to hear his voice or some shit, Or the nigga might be just having problems. YB, where you at?
I think I made SG mad already. Getting good on her trigger finger.
I'll be right back.
I told her I was gonna start. I told her if season 5 was gonna be something different.
Yeah, that's what you told her.
But other than that, my week been good.
That's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's my main man and our field guy, YB Sincere. And on that note, we go right into topic. Distractions. The cost of not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? The cost of not paying attention. Distractions could be anywhere, One of my biggest things is the cell phone, I think the cell phone is distracting as hell to people. You think you can text and drive. And I came up, yo, my big bruh is in the building, Big K in the house. You hear me? But yeah, cell phones, people back in the day when I grew up, the phone was at home. You know what I'm saying? We ain't take the phone with us, so we ain't had that distraction in the car. But I don't know who told y'all could text and drive. Like, that shit ain't dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But YB.
And then they make a text to talk button. They make a text to talk button and they still don't even use that. Like, goddamn, you got the technology to drive and text and you don't use it. Like, it's crazy.
Man, I feel like put the phone down, period. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you're supposed to watch the road. You can't watch the road and your phone at the same time. Because I feel like if you ain't distracted by the phone, you don't hit a motherfucker. Because the first thing you say is, like, when you hit a motherfucker, the first thing you say is, I ain't see him. Why you ain't see him? Because if your eyes on the road, you're supposed to see everything. You know what I'm saying? You don't see him because you're on your phone. You got to get off the phone. Think safety and not distractions. That's just one thing of distractions. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it a little different tonight because about the distractions, me, YB, and Mr. Payne, we're gonna talk about a little distractions, but then we're gonna have some banners come up that we're gonna have full-fledged discussions about. Chantel is in the building, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do it like that. YB, go ahead. You was about to say something. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I just wanted to get that out.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I was just gonna say, phone is the new age crack for these millenniums out here. They can't. That's why all these millennials got neck problems. You know what I'm saying? They always looking down. They can't see shit.
Eastside salute. Hold on. Go back one. Oh, Gunner said getting head while driving is a distraction. Yes, it is, because it's gonna be a point in that drive where you're gonna put your head back and it's gonna be over with. So
that's when you ease up off the gas pedal and just put that bitch in cruise control. That's why you need a Tesla.
Big bro say the technology itself is a distraction. How many gadgets do these cars have to distract you? Hey, that's a fact. That is a fact, big bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have all this.
Not even the stars. Look at all these toys they make for these women out here. Biggest distractions of them all. All these goddamn toys. Pay attention to me, goddammit.
YB Sincere is in the building, y'all. He warming up. He getting ready. Shonda said, Lane. But that's just how I go, man. We ain't have all that shit back then. You know what I'm saying? All we had was a motherfucking radio or a tape deck. Radio or tape deck was your only distraction. And Drea Bean is in the building.
Hey, Mr. Drummond, but think about this. Think about how big our cell phones was anyway back then.
Ooh, big old cell phone.
Had a big ass briefcase.
I didn't even have that one.
You couldn't even drive and talk on the phone. You had to use both hands to hold the phone and press the button.
Trust. Hey, Susan said working from home. What's that? Hold on. She said working from home and playing Monopoly on Facebook. That's a distraction. Hell yeah. And you know how they distract you on that shit? By not giving you your stickers. By not giving you your motherfucking stickers. I've been waiting for stickers for fucking months now playing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck you. You don't want to get nigga dice. You know what I'm saying? Nigga work hard for that shit, man. It's a game. Give us our fucking stickers and let us roll the end. What the fuck?
They got you wrapped up in that Monopoly.
Man. Yes. Yeah, big bro.
I refuse.
It creates a sense of desperation. Really. I'm trying to tell you. Stop laughing out loud when you're telling the truth. Kaniqua said, really. But yeah, we're gonna go into some of the banners, I guess. We was trying to talk to Mr. Ping, got back, but shit, let's go on into what we talking about. SG, what's cracking? No, we keep it talking, keep it going.
I got a distraction. I'm at one of the biggest distractions of them all. The motherfucking strip club.
Oh yeah, that's a big distraction. They say half the country is rocking Monopoly. Hey, believe that shit. And can't get a card, can't get a sticker, and they won't let you share dice. I could be here, y'all up for some dice. Like send me 75 dice, one of y'all. Distracted for real. I'm trying to tell you. Come on with the distractions. What's distractions?
I got a big distraction for all women when they're having a hard day at work.
And I wonder what that could be.
Just know it don't need no D batteries, no B batteries, or no charger.
It's called all natural. That's just for those who did though. But then on this next note, can distractions actually be We don't want it. Eastside salute. Alcohol is
that?
Yes, indeed. They say, what's that? What's what? Can distractions actually be negative or can some be positive? Well, if it's a
I don't know.
distraction,
I think that's a
go ahead.
negative. I think if it's I think all distractions are negative. I don't think there's no positive distraction.
Well, I think you can be positively distracted with your significant other, but I'm talking like on the marriage tip, like you and your wife. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can be distracted on a positive note. And that is a good question, big bro. And that's why we gonna talk about it all. Everything you see, we gonna just be sitting here kicking the game about it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say 50-50. You know what I'm saying? I just figure if it's a distraction, I'm with YB. If it's a distraction, I mean, it really can't be positive if you're distracted. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much shit that's distracting you these days, you know, to keep you from really looking at what you really need to be looking at. You know what I'm saying? They want to keep you looking left.
If you got a positive distraction, put it in the chat.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you got a positive distraction, put it in the chat. My positive distraction is my wife. That's the only positive distraction that I can have. People are distracting, yes.
Or a positive.
People can be
or
distracted.
A positive distraction scenario. Put it in the chat.
Shonda said, I get distracted by the water when I go to Belle Isle and be in my peace. Well, that's not distraction. That's just peace.
That's peace.
That's just peace. That ain't even a distraction. That's a Detroit thing. This is how we get down. Big Bruh say, I think there are good distractions. Hard day at work. Take a 15-minute break to clear your head, then back at it with a clear head. Facts. I can get with that. Yes, indeed. That's a good one right there. I like that. Positive thinking. It distracts me from all the nonsense around me. I can go with that, but that's
a good one.
You can be distracted.
That's mentally.
Avoid getting you killed. That's a good one. Now that's a good one. A distraction can avoid you from a bad situation. I like that take on the East Side. Salute to you. My positive distraction is my children and schoolwork. I like that. East Side salute to you, cuz. That's a good one right there. I can dig that one.
Good one.
We got Mr. Ping back in the building. And you know, we talking about these distractions, the cost of not paying attention. And the first thing is, can distractions actually be negative or can some be positive? What you think, Mr. Ping? We can't hear you, Mr. Ping.
Yeah, I caught myself. My screen was flashing at me. You muted. I don't know. I've never really looked at distractions in a positive way, because most of the times when you hear somebody talking about it's a distraction, there's always some type of negative connotation with the frame that they're using it in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Somebody, you watching TV or something, or someone's watching TV and they trying to talk to you, or you on the phone with your wife trying to talk to you, then your partner call you on the phone. You're like, man, you always distracted, or you looking at somebody. What's got your attention? Why are you so distracted? Like, the way it rolls off people's lips, it usually seems to come off as negative. But I guess, like Tay said, there can be some positive distractions out there, you know, that could save your life. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if we call them distractions at that time, but it can be some things out there that save your life. So I guess depending on who the individual is and how you look at it, then yeah, you can have positive and negative distractions. But I don't know if y'all touched on this. I like what the gentleman was saying in the video that we opened up with. Like, I truly believe that social media is one of those big things that can be a negative distraction, but at the same time, social media can be a positive distraction that turns negative. And I
Right.
say that only because, I get on social media and I could put a message out, then I could be reading somebody else's message, and you can be spending time. You can spend 30, 45 minutes watching positive, inspirational messages and uplifting messages. But then it's like that 45 minutes distracted you from the plan that you had for the day to make phone calls or to get something done. So doing something positive can also distract you from something even greater than what you need to be doing. So I think social media, phone calls with friends or associates that's not talking about building or growing anywhere. I think it's a multitude of distractions out there. But I like what somebody else said. I use school and my children, and then somebody else said they use prayer. Meditation is another positive distraction. I use walking. You know what I'm saying? As I like to say, to disconnect from this disconnected world. No
Right.
phone or anything, just walk. So yeah, man. Good or bad, I guess it just depends on the person and the distraction that that they look at that.
Right. So we're gonna get back before we go into this next question. We're gonna take a commercial break. We'll be right back with distractions, the cost of not paying attention. So stay right there. We'll be right back. SG. That's right. We're right back. Eastside salute to you and yours. And next question, Mr. Payne already kind of touched on it. Do social media platforms benefit from keeping users distracted? But we're gonna go to YB. What you think, YB?
Definitely. You see how much ass be shaking on social media nowadays? Social media the biggest distraction of them all. I ain't gonna even hold you up.
For
I'm
real.
gonna be blunt and frank about it. You know what I'm
Real.
saying? You scroll on social media, you see ass, titties, ass, a BBW, and then more ass.
Technically, can we put that on social media as being a distraction because they only feed you what you go to your feed and put in there.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
that's the thing about social media. Even with me just saying, like, it definitely is.
Nah, cause some of the friends that you have on your social media page too.
That is very true. But like how the old saying go, birds of a feather flock together.
I got a quick story. That it only goes with
Yeah.
I think it is, but not for everybody. But for me, I remember like when I first kind of like got on it, like when we moved back here, we stayed on Barlow Street on the east side. My wife would go to work. My wife worked from 9 to 5. My wife would leave and go to work. I bullshit you not, man. I would get on social media and be scrolling and shit and jumping from Instagram to Facebook all motherfucking day till I look up and it's like 4:30, nigga. It's a half an hour before my wife even got to get out of work. I've been scrolling that motherfucker long and ain't even known that shit. And I had to check myself on that shit. Like, man, I ain't did shit. But before I checked myself, I had been doing this shit for like weeks. And I checked myself that last day. Was like, man, I don't be doing shit because I'm sitting in this motherfucking chair looking at a motherfucking phone. And that motherfucker is the reason why I wear these motherfucking glasses today and I can't see this motherfucking screen for real. Spend too much motherfucking time blinding my motherfucking self talking about the TV. Motherfucker, you keep that goddamn phone in your face. That's the motherfucking shit that's blinding you. Shit. Keep putting your goddamn face up to that phone and notice that you're going to have to go get you some prescriptions. Real shit. So I believe that social media do have a thing of getting you distracted, but I think it's also a reason to keep you on your phone to get your ass blind. I had 20/20 vision, damn it. I'm wearing 125s. Shit.
Are you addicted to social media? I think a lot of people are. They won't admit it, but I think a lot of people are. Like you trade one for another. I stopped doing a lot of Facebook and stopped doing a lot of Instagram, but then I could find myself on YouTube Shorts. But I don't really have an issue for me. Like I put it down too. So I put it down. Like, yeah, I put it down because I know social media ain't really social. it ain't really social.
Let's take it there then.
It ain't really social. It's really people not really going back and forth with. I mean, in some cases they are going back and forth and being social and communicating, but more so it's a big old comparison thirst trap. Look at my social media life, and then you probably compare your life to that life, but you ain't really talking about nothing in depth, not for real. So social media is led by the mainstream masses, you know, what they want you to follow, what they want to put out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a distraction because people seem to forget that the individual that created social media got a brain like you and me. Another human being did this thing. And you can best believe that individual that created these platforms, they not spending all day watching what's on these platforms. That's not their issue. They looking to make sure they get you. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah, people life just literally passing them by because they would much rather take the time to be distracted, like willingly being distracted. Like you just said something very powerful. Like once you realize that you knew, okay, I got to do something about this. That's like when you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? If you stay home from school for whatever reason, your mom or dad come on, you been here all day just watching TV. You ain't did nothing. You so distracted by this TV, you don't need it.
Right.
Because you're not learning nothing. You're not enhancing your mind. You're not enhancing your growth because everything else has your attention instead of you having your attention. So it's pretty interesting.
Yes,
May stay informed about critical world events, or is it? No, news is just another form of distraction because they're only telling you about the critical events that they want you to know about. And the ones that they're telling you about are not always accurate. If news was such a beautiful and powerful thing, they would show just as much uplifting things as they show negative things. So they create the narrative for you to go to. It was easy for you to go to the negative social media because you grew up watching the negative news.
Right.
It's a reason why negativity sells. So they don't really have a responsibility. They have a responsibility to their taxpayers, to their stock investors. That's what they're responsible to. So they only putting on the TV what they want to show you. They only putting on the TV what they want you to do. So you have the responsibility to turn the TV off if it's not benefiting you. Turn the social media off if it's not benefiting you. The distraction is thinking somebody else got control of you. That's the real distraction.
Yes, indeed. Hey, can I stop you right there?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got to do one thing. You got to say your prayer. We didn't drop.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, indeed. Because we just start going in. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day, Father, our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. But lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. For thine is the kingdom, power, glory forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Hey,
Lynette said
the news a long time ago. All the negativity is stressful.
Absolutely.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
Me too. I don't even watch TV.
What you think about this news thing?
We have no control over it. Mr. Ping hit it on dead, the nail on the head. Like, they put out the narrative that they feel like they want to put out. So, news always been a distraction. That's why once upon a time, they used to turn the TV off. And then once they found out how much of a tool that they can use television to be, it stopped going off. They start adding channels.
Ooh, man, there it is.
Go back to that last comment.
That's how they control the masses. It's a whole bunch of sheep out here.
Hey, what's the Tobey Nwigwe? He say most of these sheep will move like clones.
Hey,
that's why I do on my own.
Trust and believe. And this here says, are today's distractions truly unique to our time, or just a different manifestation of old times? And how did people manage distractions back then versus now? Mr. Payne.
Are today's distractions truly unique to our time, or just a different manifestation of old times? I want to say it's just a different manifestation of old times, but I'm talking about old times going back to TV times, as YB said, when it stopped going off.
Right.
Social media now is just a new television. Nobody's watching the TV like that, but everybody has a telephone. And now here's what's so crazy. Everybody has a platform. Any and everybody can do a podcast. Any and everybody can go live. Any and everybody can put information out, because they can go to Google or Wikipedia or Yahoo or YouTube and get all the information that they want, whether it's accurate or not, whether it's fact checked or not. It doesn't really matter. So it's kind of like they double down on the distractions with the development of social media than they did with the TV. So it's kind of the old thing, same tactics. You know what I'm saying? It's just doing on a smaller screen to a larger amount of people. Ooh. And I think it was managed on a different level back in the day, because we didn't have all information that we have.
Right.
Too much information can lead to devastation of people. A lot of people take in information and don't process information. So you just regurgitating a little something that you heard or something that you read, but you haven't actually applied it. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, it was just straight up and down. You know, right. You went to slavery times, unfortunately, they knew they had to do certain things, or else it was going to be consequences. It wasn't too much to distract them. The only thing you had to look forward to if you ain't do your thing was death. So it's easy to probably stay a little bit more focused on that. As you move fast forward, and they had the great migration up north and people started coming for those jobs, it ain't that hard to get distracted, because all your friends and family members is up here looking for the good job. You just focus on getting that check. Now we got so much information and so much noise to pull you from every area, every which direction. Like, you don't know where you're going. So I think people managed distraction back in the day because they didn't have so many things looking for their attention. They didn't have so much information bombarding them every day. It was just like, nah, I know what I know, and I learn what I need to learn when it's time for me to learn it, and then I move on. But all this information, 24/7 news, 24/7 sports, 24/7 social media, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7. You're just getting information that's not changing your situation, then that's bad information.
Man, YB. Damn.
Distractions became big. Distractions became real big once we got into the information age, because everybody nosy. Everybody want to know about everything. You know what I'm saying?
Nosy.
That's what. Yeah, like if we wasn't so nosy, we wouldn't need all the information that we need. There's a lot of useless information out here. You know what I'm saying? Not useless, pointless. You know what I'm saying? Because all information is usable. It's just some of it is pointless.
Right.
But back to the TV thing, like just think of the word television and telephone. What's the difference? The vision and the phone. One you watching, one you hearing. And it just so happened that technology didn't advance to the part where you can hear and watch on your phone. You know what I'm saying? They just put the television programming in the palm of your hand, so you can be programmed and tracked and surveyed from the palm of your hand now.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, big brother.
Hey, I won't bring that back up, big bro. It's how people communicate now. We have lost the ability to communicate person to person, and if that's not the biggest facts, Don't nobody want to talk person to person no more, not dating or nothing. You want to meet somebody online. You want to that, and that's distracting. It's so distracting that you'll rather scroll dudes online all day, and you don't even really know if these dudes real or
I'm
not.
keeping an eye on it for y'all.
So it's crazy how the distractions go so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy that you could see something you like and you won't even talk to it, but you'll go scroll on some social media, see if you can find this person. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shonda. Yeah, I know people who opt to talk online.
That's what makes
my kids prefer to go online than into a regular school. It's become a comfort. Eastside salute to facts. Go ahead, YB, my bad.
But that's what make our generations some of the best generations of them all, because we had to go outside and interact. You know what I'm saying? That's what gave us
right there.
bravery.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? The technology got what we call internet thugs. Everybody tough online, but then when you see them in person, you couldn't do that back in the day.
Right.
Some words got back to me that you said some shit and talked some shit about me. I'm on a bike. I'm pulling up on you. Hey, what you say? Like, what's popping? Let's handle this. You know what I'm saying?
Again,
not
if
getting
you
on the
think about
internet
it,
and start typing some shit.
we didn't have access. We didn't have that information. You was only limited to your neighborhood or your cousin's house or your people's house where you went to go see. And nowadays, you can put your kids outside, but how many kids gonna be outside with them? Like, how many kids gonna be outside with them? And then you have to I have to ask myself, is this a distraction that was created for it to go this way? Like, think about it like this. Back in the day, when you go to some of the houses over in Old Highlands Park, Old East Side, Old West Side, Detroit, you look at the front porch. The front porch is just as big as the house. So people sat outside on the front porch and they congregated and they talked and they seen what was going on. Then they start making the front porch small and everybody congregated in the backyard talking about privacy. So you can't see me. You can't see your neighborhood. So that's distracting.
Shit, man. Come on,
that's
man.
very distracting. So now you start setting it up where kids don't want to go outside. We want to get them distracted to play video games. Yeah, it can stimulate their brain. But then the wrong video games. Why is it that we got so many video games that's rated M for mature or rated R, but you don't have no games that's teaching their brain about learning or anything else? So you hold up in your backyard to being hold up in the house to being hold up in your mind, and you're not taking your mind off of anything except that phone that's in front of you, scrolling you and telling you what to do. You know what I'm saying? And people hit a little hard on your social media, so you really think they like you or they know you. Like, the information age is real, and sometimes too much information is not good information because a lot of people can't process that. It was a reason why your parents would tell you stay over here on this block because you don't know what's going on the next block. You know how the D go. One block could be a nice neighborhood, people play sports and they get down. The next block could be full of cutthroats, crackheads, drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go in certain areas because certain information may not be good for you. And I just think not for African Americans, not for Black only, but within society as a whole. Like, control is a real thing. Like, control is a real thing. We'll distract you. It's almost like we making you look at this, but we actually doing something over here. You know what I'm saying? How I made you look. Right. Too much information is distracting. People spend more time on the internet talking. All right, and I'll say this and I'll take a pause. I talked about yards and neighbors and talking to other people and how we don't talk to people anymore. Internet was a great thing and it was a horrible thing. Because back in the day, if you wanted to grow some tomatoes or some cucumbers, you went to see Mr. Drummond 3 houses down who grew the best cucumbers in the neighborhood. But the moment that the internet came out and they said you can go to Google for everything, Mr. Drummond told you, nah, man, I can't give you my secret to my cucumbers, but I can tell you what to do. You instantly got an attitude like, oh, he think he too good. I don't need him. I just go to the internet. Now you done went to the internet for your whole entire life, but the whole purpose of life, right, is for us to come together and connect. Because human beings ain't meant to be alone. That's why they keep you distracted on your cellular phone in the social media zone. There ain't nobody being social with you. They just
Man.
telling you how you live and what you should do. Man, listen, you better get some traction and get out of those distractions because they gonna have you going crazy.
I was trying to tell you, but in that instance right there, we're gonna take another commercial break. Y'all stay with us though. We're gonna take another commercial break and we're gonna come back and we're gonna post up with Mr. Pink. Eastside Salute. SG.
Workflow Consulting and the Creative Collective have partnered together to bring small businesses something really, really great. Right now, we are offering a 1-minute promo video for $150. That's right, $150 for a 1-minute commercial. These videos are high quality, they are professional, they can be offered to you in any format, whether you're pushing your product or services on Facebook, on Instagram, whether you want to put it on TV, if you need the audio for the radio, we have you covered. And then also, if you're one of the first 20 people to reach out to us, we're going to do you one even better. We're going to give you that promo video for $100. You can't beat that. So make sure that you link up with us, hit us up as soon as possible so that we can get you covered and bring your vision to life.
Question: are you tired of the headaches that come with medical billing? Do you find it difficult to keep up with the constantly changing rules and regulations surrounding insurance claims? Please look no further. Page Medical Billing has an expert team of medical biller professionals. With our services, you can expect timely and accurate claim submissions, follow-ups on claims, and effective communication with insurance companies to maximize reimbursements. We work with all major insurance providers, and we can customize our services to fit your practices and your unique needs. We are a nationwide company. We can be reached at 1-800-930-2036. You can check out our website at www.pagemedicalbilling.com. That's 1-800-930-2036 or www.pagemedicalbilling.com. See you there.
When you need some inspiration, he's your guy. Think Mr. P, and come on by.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's me again, Ethan Smith, aka Mr. Peen, with a little bit of motivation and inspiration for your situation. Hoping to free and relax your mind as if you are on a vacation, straight into mind transformation. But you know what we're gonna do today? Same thing me and my boy Tay used to do. We used to post up on the wall at Murray Wright and politic a little bit. But tonight, what I'm gonna do with you, I'm going to come from the book in blue. You know how we get down. Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice, Daily Motivations for African-American Success. And as I state weekly, don't come to me with that color mess. I don't care the color of your skin. Let these words do the healing and let it sink in. Please do it, Mr. Drummond asked me to remind you to do. Get a notepad and a pen because I don't know what I may say that God has for you. So it behooves you, being in your best interest, to get a notepad and pen to see if something speaks to you so it can bless your life and you don't be distracted from what he's calling you to. So let's get started. August 24th. Yep, that's the right date. Living life triumphantly. Living life triumphantly. I still have much more to achieve. I could close the book right there. I still have much more to achieve. If I had already achieved it all, I'd go home and sew. Clarice D. Reed, physician and sickle cell anemia researcher. In a previous meditation, we examined the components of failure. Let's take a look at the qualities that make up triumph. Let me read that again. In a previous meditation, we examined the components of failure. Let's take a look at the qualities that make up triumph. Okay. T, teachability, truthfulness, thankfulness, R, responsibility, respect, resourcefulness. I, integrity, imagination, ideals. U, understanding, usefulness, uplift. M, motivation, mind, morality. P, passion, persistence, patience. H, hope, happiness, and harmony. Just knowing the qualities that compromise triumph is not sufficient. Hmm. Just knowing the qualities of compromise is not sufficient. You have a lot of information, but you don't know how to apply that information.
Right.
People think knowledge is power. No, it's the application of that knowledge that makes it power.
Ooh. Talk to him.
Just knowing the qualities that compromise triumph is not sufficient. We must use them.
Mm-hmm.
You. Okay. What we want, said Benjamin O. Davis, the first African American promoted to the rank of general in the armed forces, is to return to our families triumphantly. The eminent heart surgeon Daniel Hale Williams told a group of struggling interns, the triumphant life belongs to the individual who narrows the gap between what he is, what he appears to be, and what he longs to be. Okay. How are you distracted by what you are? What do I mean by that? What your parents told you are, what your friends told you are, what you told yourself you may be, what you is in your physical reality, what you see, what you see, what you appear to be. You might appear to yourself to be 5'9", 6'3", handsome and fine. So somebody else, that might not be your reality. You might find yourself really believing you're very intelligent. You speak very intellectually. For somebody else, that might not be what they see. But what do you believe yourself to be? But most importantly, what do you long to be? What you used to be, what you currently may be, is not going to stop you, or it's not going to hinder you from getting to what you long to be if you focus on what you long to be and not the things that distracted you to take you back to who you used to be and what you currently see. You let that sink in, it'll catch up to you. When it comes to living life triumphantly, a spark of an idea can cause an explosion of possibilities. To fan the flames, we need to be enthusiastically supportive of our dreams, no matter how crazy or far-fetched they seem. A triumphant life occurs when we pursue worthy goals and ideas. The only way that we can triumph is through the successful realization of our goals. How do you stop yourself from being distracted, you say? How about you set yourself some goals for today? Because if you focus on who you long to be and what you visualize and making what you see become your reality, then the distractions can't continue to hinder you from getting to where you need to be. You clearly have to set some goals if you want to stop being so easily distracted. But here's the thing that I know. Most of y'all already got goals. This is how it go. You wake up, you grab your phone that's right next to you. You get on the gram, you get on Facebook because you feel like you might have missed something too. So you start scrolling to see what everybody else is up to, and you haven't realized you ain't did nothing for you. You distracted. You did that to you. You changed your view. But if you wake up in the morning and you got some goals set before you and you like, this is the first thing I need to do, look at my goals and see where I'm going today, how I'm going to grow my life in some way, then regardless of what they say, what they play on the TV or the radio too, you'll be so laser focused that those distractions don't distract you. But you got to start by taking accountability for where you want to go, not where you used to be. You got to start taking accountability for not where you used to be, but to visualize what you see in your mind until it becomes your reality. But the distractions, those come for free. You just get to bat those things back and say, I don't need those. Those ain't helping me. So I understand what it takes to be triumphant. I can see that success is possible for me. But you must set some goals if you want those goals to become your real reality. Put down the distractions and get focused on becoming who you want to be. That's all I got. Peace. You muted, man.
I love
There you
Mr.
go.
Payne. I love him. Eastside salute. You know what I'm saying? He always dropping that knowledge. But before we get to YB's bullshit,
Yeah.
we got this music video. I had to have this guy on here. His name Phase One, and it's like call him out. I'm gonna let SG just don't put that on. But hey, this is some hard shit. Eastside salute.
Mask on, mask off, future Percocet Molly. I don't really think that song helped anybody. Had my niggas starting off young, drugging their bodies with them Xannies and them Skittles. Trayvon turned in his grave. They would never admit that the songs turned on his way. Got them smoking that bullshit, long turning the grave. But they say that it's just fun, it's just games, money and fame, but his kids dying in vain. No one wanna be blamed, but don't nobody wanna help this shit. They living good like fuck the hood, sick of this selfish shit. Don't tell me shit about no cancel culture. That nigga bitch speaking them fast, fuck you gon' cancel Cole for? Cancel City Girls while you at it, cancel Future them, they turn my generation into addicts. I said what I said, who the fuck won't static? Who you mad at more? Me or the motherfuckers who killing y'all for rap awards? Slammed on the news by the same rap niggas who asked for war. It's all gimmick. But CTI, I'm one of them young energetic activists that you been speaking about. Hey nigga, fuck them reparations while his babies getting killed, man, they gone. Why we begging when all you rappers make up billions alone? You spend millions on homes, 500K for 2 diamond earrings, that's $1,000 for 500 families, but y'all don't hear me. I ain't fucking with that black box, that shit ain't fixed the issue. And look baby, I'm proud, but we need more than a bigger picture. Keisha trying to stop her from selling waters, but see her sons and her daughters ain't gotta worry about poverty. Man, I fuck with how them young niggas be mobbing me, stopping me, arguing about who gon' get this dollar. Buy from me, buy from me. Wish she rather them pull up and put a Glock to me. But then I look at politics and think, damn, probably, cause prison got their policies. Mayor ain't 100% against it. It's some real shit on my conscience, nigga, listen.
Yes,
Eastside salute,
sir.
Phase One. I love that boy. I love that. I damn didn't know the words of that. I listened to it so much. Get what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying?
fire.
I'm trying to tell you, Eastside salute to Phase One and call them out because that's the real shit. All that distraction shit, call them out. You know what I'm saying? And that's real shit. But next, I got my main man YB coming with that bullshit. SG.
I see your bullshit. I see your bullshit.
A bullshit?
I'll tell you what's some bullshit. The field guy is in a motherfucking tornado.
You muted now. The tornado done muted you. That's a bullshit.
I'm about to come in.
That's a bullshit right there.
Okay. What channel?
Channel Tantalizing Thursday.
Take your light off and go in the building.
Take your light off. Come in the building. What you were talking to?
I see your bullshit. I see your bullshit. But I got to give it to my baby. He at work. He working and talking, so you know how that goes.
Yeah.
You know? But he coming with his bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No, we in the middle of a tornado warning right now, so I'm trying to get my stuff together to go inside. But I'll give y'all some bullshit real quick. Let's see. Long eyelashes, women stop it. It look like big fans on your faces. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing in front of y'all and hoping you blast your eyes fast enough to give me some cool.
What else type bullshit? SG is not the hardest working podcaster on our podcast show. I am in the thunderstorm right now. Do y'all hear me? Do I need to? I wish I was on camera right now so y'all can see this bullshit. I'm scared to get out the goddamn car. All this goddamn lightning going on. What else? Fast food. Stop eating the death shit.
The tornado keep muting you. That's some strong wind. That's some strong wind. Yeah, storming like crazy over this
trade. What you gonna be raising the barter? I got salt, pepper, I got green beans and corn.
I'm gonna cut the bullshit short because I gotta go inside for safety reasons.
I swear to goodness, Eastside salute
That's it for me.
to my guy YB with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He be coming with that bullshit. He gonna be coming with that bullshit every week, but right now he in the hell of a storm, and he ain't lying because it's raining like a motherfucker outside right now. I hear that shit. It's going down.
I gotta go too because y'all not gonna be able to hear me in the club.
Eastside salute, we love you, boy.
Peace, YB.
All right, back to the show of distractions. You know, 5 minutes of how we gonna end it on these distractions, SG? We got about 5-6 minutes. What we gonna end it on? What we talking about? What's the last thing? Anything? We got something in there. Eastside salute to all the chatters. I want to thank everybody.
I know somebody asked a question about things that had you distracted and how did you overcome it? How did you change it? I think that was one of the last questions in the chat or something like that.
I got a distraction.
Drop it.
They've distracted.
I don't know if that's just on my end or y'all end as well, but they got Mr. Drummond froze in. I guess the weather, the internet is being a little bit distracted by the weather that's going on out there today. I don't know what he was going to get ready to say, but make sure you find a way to get past your distractions today. Set a plan in place, set a strategy so you can continue to be on that path where you need to be. And hopefully he gonna come back and we're gonna get some final thoughts for you and me, but it may not be happening. So keep yourself from being distracted by setting the plans in your life today, by figuring out which way you want to go. And when those things that don't help you grow, just be like, nah, not today. Come in. Nah, not today. I'm going to have to be okay. Somebody was knocking on my door. I thought I was going to be distracted and have to turn away, but they don't want to come in and say what they got to say. Anyhow, final thoughts for the night. Live your life and don't allow someone else to live it for you. Live your life and don't allow someone else to live it for you. Start making a plan and getting things in place so you don't be distracted by what everybody else has to say, because there's a purpose for your life, even if you don't know what it is today. But if you separate yourself from a select group of individuals and you get quiet by yourself, I'm sure you'll hear what your higher power has to say. Set a goal, have a why, have dreams to get to your life so the distractions don't continue to come your way. So the distractions don't continue. Well, they're going to come your way, but you won't easily fall into them and be the victim. Be prey. So set a plan for yourself. Do what you say you're going to do. Follow that guideline that's leading you and guiding you to where you want to be. It's a purpose for your life. Chase your purpose and not your profit, and your life going to be all right. Don't let social media distract you or all the other negative information that they have you going through. Just make sure you keep your eyes on the prize and trust and know that that prize is inside of you. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. We're going to talk to y'all next time. I do believe that the internet has been getting the best of my people up north. So y'all have a great night. We'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. The storm is happening, brother.
Hey, I didn't close down the whole show, too.
The storm is happening, brother. That lightning flash, they knocked everything out for a real hot second. You know what I'm saying? So we is going to say, hey, we going to say a good night, you know. Eastside salute to everybody that was on the show, everybody that was talking, everybody that was in there, man. It's all motherfucking love. I want to say Eastside salute to my main man, Mr. Payne, YB, SG.
That's Jizzle.
Hardy, Tantalizing
Mr. Drummond,
Thursday.
YB. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good night, because that lightning don't seem like it's going.
As happy as can be, fill my heart with joy, take me to ecstasy. I know I can't foresee the future.